Welcome to the MyTurnRacing Rex.
That can work, John, if you have a group who pits early and go for it, but MASTNT end up in the same group as the fuel savers.
Yeah, exactly.
Bunker_monkey
I think you're right.
said I was doing 0 miles per hour.
Yeah. Well, welcome to the MyTurnRacing Rex at Daytona. First up is the caution. Yeah. See, I've got to take some of that responsibility there, I think. So I was in the middle, and I got bumped, and I saved it and was kind of, I didn't quite realise how alongside Mike got, and as I was still recovering, I was pushed to go sideways, but I could have, I expect I could have done anyway. This is the point that the admins are going to have to make a judgment call on, because I was pushed there, but at this point I was still sort of recovering, and there Mike was alongside me, and I didn't realise Mike was quite as far up alongside me as that, and that's what then resulted in me being
Mike
turned.
3 legs
So
said I ploughed straight into everything like a steam train.
Let's have a look.
Motu.UK said saw in
Oh, I was going to get away with it if it wasn't for you, Mike. Look at that. I would have got away with barely any incident problems. Look. I'd have been fine, Oh, apart from that, and that. Apart from those two bits, I was fine.
Ben Summers 1971 said you were fully in control, John. Cheeky smiley face.
Yeah, all the way through it. Yeah, Mike got a bit of a
Mike 3
problem
legs
there.
said I'd have got away with it if it wasn't for you.
Yeah, I got away with it if it wasn't for those pesky kids.
Beer said I got 12 seconds.
Michael Jones.
Mike 3 legs.
Yeah, Mike
said
coming up.
I had 10 minutes.
Oh, I sent him right into the pack and then down. I mean, this is plate racing. This is what happens.
Mike 3 legs.
Wrecks happen.
Said took 5 minutes. Bunker_monkey said I'd have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids.
Yeah.
Ben Summers 1971
Nowhere Martin
said
could go.
I smashed someone up the rear too, sad face.
Yeah, nowhere Martin go. Mark into Martin. Stephen, what happened to you? Getting on the anchors very nicely there. Oh, Stephen, what up? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is skill. That.
Bunker_monkey.
Now,
Oi, misses.
we see. Look here. You've got 1, 2, 2 people behind.
Ben Summers 1971
who didn't.
Said sorry, Mark, sad face.
Who didn't miss the wreck. So I'm not saying that they're doing it wrong, but I'm saying Stephen did really well. He had less time to react. He had better vision of the wreck. I'll give him that than like Mark had. Mark obviously has got Stephen in the way to see what's going on. But I think Stephen did really well to get on the anchors. How did Stuart get on? Oh, a little bump from yeah, just minor stuff there for Mr. Pomfrey there. That's pretty good. Ben, love the paint scheme, by the way. Love the paint scheme. One bump. Yeah, you're slowing down for the wreck there, Ben. I don't think you need to worry about anything there. Anyone else behind? Just the pace car. So yeah, parked it. If you had held the brakes, you might not have hit the back wall, but I don't think that's what destroyed you.
Said tried to head up.
It's... Let's have a look from above.
Bunker_monkey. Said the track to avoid.
Where's the blimp cam? Oh, that's the blimp cam. That's a bit zoomed in, isn't it? How do you de-zoom? There must be a way to de-zoom. Zoom. There we go. I mean, it was the big one, wasn't it? So 2 cars got through there. And that was it. Everyone else pretty much taken out of the race. But again, there's definitely a grey area there as to who to blame. I've got to take some of it.
Benefited, sort of.
Well, I didn't really. I didn't really benefit very much, did I? I still think. See, you've got that initial touch. Yep, that is. That's on him. But then,
said not your fault.
Could I have done a better job of recovering? Should I have stayed high? At that point, it's from when I recovered. Right, so I think about there you could say I've sort of recovered there. I could have then gone, high line, and dropped to the back, and avoided the wreck. I don't know.
6 Kenyan M. Said he stays on the gas and turns you.
Well,
Bunker_monkey. Said you were pushed high.
I was pushed high, but I didn't stay high. And that's what the admins are going to have to look at to see what proportion of the wreck. He wasn't under the yellow line, so he was in a perfectly legal part of the track to be in. There's no reason. Yeah, you got the initial contact to think about, but at this point here, he's perfectly legal. He's not illegal. So the admins have got to look at that and decide whether I had anything to do with it. So
said you were pushed low, corrected, and he turned you high.
Yes, he turned me high, but I didn't stay high. That's what I'm talking about. I then came back down again a little bit, just a little bit, I would say.
Bunker_monkey.
So you recovered.
75 him, 25 you.
Yeah. Well, that's probably
Bunker_monkey.
that's possibly
a
good way to look at it. I wasn't innocent, put it that way. When I get involved with wrecks, I always look at what I could have done, and this is what I'm saying is I could have done. I could have stayed high, and then I would have dropped to the back, but I would still have been running, and so would have everyone else. So I don't think that is fully on Mike. But the admins, obviously, I'm not going to be involved in this because it involves me. But the other admins who are available will look at that and will decide how much of that is my fault and how much of it is Mike's fault, and whether that's just racing. This could just be plate racing. I mean, it's a little bit of
6 Kenyan M. Said look at all the aggressive blocks.
Well, that is plate racing as well. There isn't I mean, I do agree there was a lot of aggressive blocks, but it wasn't
Bunker_monkey.
but that is
his steering move, right?
That is plate racing, though. This is is blocking, and I think pushing on the inside is definitely a pushing on the third man pushing is something that we don't have the skill to do. Perhaps maybe in the top splits that maybe that he resides in with his speed, that is a thing. But yeah, I don't think he turned at all.
Mark Redford said 1.7 KISNT top split.
Is he only 1.7? We're being annihilated on a weekly basis by 1.7k. Well, we need to look at ourselves then, don't we? No, he's not turning it right at all. Obviously,
Mark
the contact had
Redford
already happened.
said apparently.
Yeah, we're getting destroyed by 1.7. We're rubbish. We need to get better, guys. That's what he's doing. And then we won't be near him. He'll be at the back. There we go. One last look.
None on previous.
Mark Redford said Smurf probably. 6
Could be.
Said HES not because HES staying on the gas after contact. Ben Summers 1971 said 1.6k I think according to the overlays.
Well, this is what it is. The admins will look at it. Let's see what else there is to have a look at. Are we... Right, hold on. What? Chase. Yeah, this is the right one. Right. This is the next one. Yeah, you see this one? Simon is leaving a gap. Stephen, did he get bumped? Did you get bumped then a little bit? Let's have a look.
Motu Goat UK said barely.
Only
I never moved.
Only at
Stephen
the very
Noel
last minute.
said I did.
Very last minute. You're already inside him, I would have said. See, that looks like you're already inside him. And the bump happens
Bunker
there.
_ monkey said 6 official oval races in 9 years ever.
Oh,
Mark
he only
Redford
does league stuff
said
then,
no
maybe.
chance to back out.
Oh, there's no backing out because he is right. But it is go time. There's no doubt about that. It's go time. So, and then the other thing you got to look at is, did Simon come down? It's worth looking at. I think that's again, admins will look at it though, but I don't pin that on anyone in particular there. I mean, he's following closely, and I think by the time he's pushed, you're already inside him.
Said my fault for not hogging the line.
Well, basically, that's Simon, isn't it? Yeah, you're not hogging the line. That's true. You're leaving 90% of a car's width on your inside, which is very, very tempting at this stage of the race. We are on lap 60.
Mark Redford said is a bad line,
of 65. Yes. So, yeah, you're. I mean, I think that's a racing incident because you've left a bit of a gap. The racer in Stephen, we all will go for a gap, and Henry here, Mike Henry is certainly helping you along into that gap. So that I don't think again there's any
said, but not your fault necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think there's. If you're going to offer a percentage of blame, there is a percentage of blame to go to all three drivers there. I don't think there's any one driver that says you caused that. So I don't think that's, again, that's a difficult one. Again, the admins will discuss it. We will look at it. I'm not involved with this one, so I can have an opinion with the admins. I won't tell you everything I'm thinking, because obviously we'll save that for the admins. But it's not as simple.
Monkey said all three would be stood in front of review board. Stephen
Possibly.
said looked like more room from cockpit.
Well, exactly. That is a really good point there, Stephen. Everything looks like there is more room. And when the adrenaline is flowing, and let's be serious, we're doing this because we're enjoying it. We're doing this because we're going for gaps. We're not going to do this because we want to follow someone all the way around for an hour and then go home. Well, not go home, you're already home. But you know what I mean? It's you're going for stuff.
Said from a view of safety.
Yeah, there's not a lot of room there. There's not a lot of room, but there is some room. And from Mike's point of view, it looks like you're going down the inside, and he's got even less view of how much room there is. So if he is pushing, he's pushing for very good reason, because he's trying to push his man down the inside, down the backstretch to the lead. So that is I think that's plate racing.
Said Stephen Nascarlo, the use of yellow line there.
It's true. The line would be out of bounds, but I don't think Stephen went below the line, and I think that's half the problem. If that line wasn't there, that yellow line wasn't there, maybe Stephen would have been a little bit further left, and there wouldn't have been any contact. So Stephen was within the rules because he went as low as he could, based upon the rules of not going below the line.
Said in real time it happened too quickly.
It does. It happens very, very quickly, and I'm showing it in slow motion. So
exactly. Said yes.
Exactly. It's all very, very, very quick. And the best will in the world, we are not professional racing drivers. We're probably all getting on in our years, and our reactions aren't what they used to be. We'll have a look. The admins will have a look, but initial thoughts from me is that's a racing incident. No one needs a blame for that. That's coming towards the end of a plate race, because it's like 5 laps to go or something. So, right, next up, Ben. What happened to you, Ben? Not a lot. This is coming to the line.
Stephen Netherwood said Simon got second anyway, smiley face.
Yeah. Again, this is another one. This is the final lap of a plate race. As much as we will probably apportion blame to this particular incident, which I've only briefly looked at, it's the final lap. So the blame book goes a little bit out of the window when it comes to this sort of thing.
UK said lots of unnecessary blocking.
It's the final lap.
Bunker_monkey.
I'm not sure.
Red mist.
I'm not sure it's unnecessary when it's the final corner, the final bit. The finish line is right there. It happens. It happens in real NASCAR racing. It happens in official racing. It happens everywhere. Yes, he blocked because Stephen had a run there, and Stephen gave him a shot.
UK said although the race.
Well, again, it's plate racing is a different form of racing. It causes wrecks. Yes, I don't disagree with you there. We'll talk about this one. So yes, he throws the block there, and Stephen gives him a shot, and he ends up in the wall.
Monkey.
That's
said adrenaline overrides all sensible thing. Bunker_monkey. Said thinking.
All sensible things as well as thinking. Sure. Where is you? So Stephen has now come to the inside there, and Simon is
Stephen Netherwood
going for a gap.
Said show it in real time, JJ, please.
We will. Stephen obviously going around him, and Simon's going for a gap that was closing very, 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 very quickly, and that's what then turns everybody into everybody, and that's like I say, that is. So the block from Mike, Stephen gives him the shot, as there's not much else he could do, turns him into the wall. Then the three come together where the gap is closing, And there's Stuart. To a victory. Well done. It was brilliant.
Motorvote
Brilliant
UK.
to see
Said
that.
Tilda I saw might come up, so went low.
Yeah, no, exactly. Again, it's fast-paced action. Right, real time.
Six Kenyan M. Said go nuts.
And that is a last corner, last lap of a plate race when there's 4. You can throw a blanket over 4 drivers. That's going to happen. And if it doesn't happen, they're not trying hard enough, probably.